Join us as we uncover the hidden mysteries of the Land of Spirits, Part 2. Esvedra Island, Spain. Located just 2 kilometers southwest of Ibiza, Esvedra rises from the sea like a forgotten monolithic rock. With a height of nearly 400 meters, this uninhabited island is a completely pristine land, with no man-made structures, no residents. The distinctive terrain of Esvedra Island features steep, rugged, and jagged cliffs. They have been eroded by wind and sea waves for millions of years, creating sharp, broken lines as if carved by an alien hand. At sunset, the rocks shift in color from silvery gray to a burning reddish brown, making the island glow in the twilight. From afar, Esvedra stands motionless, like a creation of mythology, captivating the eye with its deep, serene presence. Many records note the island as part of the Mediterranean Bermuda Triangle, where magnetic fields are unstable and electronic signals often experience unusual interference. For those who believe in metaphysics, this is considered a powerful energy convergence point, similar to Bermuda or other energy vortexes on Earth. According to local stories, unidentified flying objects, UFOs, have appeared around Esvedra with remarkable frequency. Tales of encounters with extraterrestrial beings are passed down, creating a mist of mystery that shrouds the island. On a deeper level, Esvedra also carries traces of ancient mythology. The Phoenicians and Punics once worshipped it as the sacred site of the goddess Tanit, the goddess of fertility, arts, and war. Statues and symbols of her can be found all over Ibiza. The Spanish government has designated Esvedra as a nature reserve, making it completely off-limits to visitors. However, tourists can approach Esvedra by yacht from Ibiza's port. Additionally, from famous vantage points on the mainland such as Cala de Hort or the ancient Torre del Pirata watchtower, visitors can enjoy panoramic views of the island against the vast Mediterranean backdrop. Door to Hell, Turkmenistan. Amidst the vast sandy slopes of the Karakum Desert, near the village of Darvaza, lies a pit that has been smoldering for more than half a century. It is called the Darvaza Gas Crater, or by its more terrifying name, the Door to Hell. This fiery pit is nearly 70 meters wide and about 30 meters deep, constantly spewing methane gas from underground. The flames at Darvaza began in 1971, when a Soviet geological team drilled for natural gas and collapsed an underground methane cavern. To prevent toxic gas from spreading, they set it alight, believing it would burn out after a few weeks. But more than half a century has passed, and that fire still smolders through the lonely desert nights. For many, that image transcends physical reality. It evokes a punishing flame, a symbol of the earth's wrath. By day, the crater's surface looks like a glowing red coal field, filled with hazy smoke and heat. But at night it transforms into a living ring of fire, casting bright orange light across the surrounding sands. Tiny flames dance chaotically, while burning gas streams create short, flowing ribbons of fire across the surface. They resemble the glowing veins of an enraged living organism. The heat is so intense it makes the air near the crater's edge quiver and warp. The journey to the door to hell begins in Ashgabat, the capital of Turkmenistan. Visitors must hire off-road vehicles or join specialized tours to cross the arid Karakum Desert. At Darvaza, travelers witness a massive natural gas crater burning endlessly. When night falls, the entire area is bathed in blazing red firelight, creating a surreal scene both beautiful and overwhelming. All around, the barren sand dunes and a dark star-filled sky make the eerie glow from the fiery pit stand out even more. Hashima Island, Japan. Hashima Island, also known as Gunkanjima. The battleship island lies motionless in the Japanese Sea like a forgotten block of concrete. Hashima Island was once a bustling coal mining center. At its peak, thousands of workers lived and worked there in harsh conditions. The island was completely abandoned in 1974 after the coal mines closed. The history of Hashima is not just a story of industrialization. It is also a painful memory of labor exploitation during wartime, when many Koreans and Chinese were forced to work in the mines. Many of them died from accidents, disease, or exhaustion. That is why many call this place Ghost Island, because the shadow of history is etched into every crumbling wall. The apartment blocks, schools, hospitals, and factories still stand tall, but inside they are damaged and hollow. They stack upon each other like relics of a collapsed industrial society. Roofs have caved in, staircases are broken in half, windows have been destroyed. All that remains are dark openings facing the sea, like the empty eyes of a once living creature. Rusty steel bars stick out of broken concrete walls like fractured ribs. Moss and vines grow thick on balconies, creep through cracks, and cover the rooftops. There are no human voices, only the sound of wind passing through rusted iron frames and waves quietly hitting the island's base, like a reminder of a rhythm of life that once existed. The entire landscape carries a cold palette: pale gray concrete, dark blue sea, and green moss of silent encroachment, creating a scene of decay. The dark gray concrete blocks stand out against the deep blue water, making Hashima look like a lonely fortress, evoking feelings of nostalgia, curiosity, and a slight chill. If you wish to visit Hashima Island, you can join guided tours led by licensed guides. It will not simply be a sightseeing trip, but a silent dialogue with a forgotten piece of history. Death Valley, USA. Located in the Mojave Desert of California, Death Valley is one of the harshest places on Earth, where temperatures can exceed 50 degrees Celsius and humidity is nearly zero. Death Valley contains the lowest point in North America, known as Badwater Basin, which lies 86 meters below sea level. At Badwater, the ground is covered in blinding white salt, cracked into evenly shaped polygons. The air is bone dry. And the scent of salt and stone clings to every breath. Surrounding the area are barren mountain ranges, layered in shades of earth, from gray, red, and brown to patches of pale green. This is the result of millions of years of shifting minerals. Zabriskie Point offers a panoramic view of eroded clay hills that curve like frozen waves. To the north, Mesquite Flat sand dunes rise with towering crests, changing shape with sunlight and wind. One unmissable spot is Racetrack Playa, a dry lakebed famous for its moving rocks phenomenon. Large stones leave behind clear tracks across the flat surface, yet no one has ever witnessed them move. Before explanations emerged, people called them the footprints of spirits, silently shifting the earth. Today, the mystery has been solved. At night, low temperatures form thin sheets of ice. Driven by the wind, rocks are quietly pushed across the moist ground. According to local people, they often hear faint voices in the wind or footsteps with no origin in the stillness of night. Some even claim to have seen shadows gliding under the moonlight. When visiting Death Valley, you can walk across the salt-covered floor of Badwater Basin. Zabriskie Point and Dante's View offer breathtaking panoramas of dark mountain ridges, sunken valleys, and swirling rock layers. Visitors may also hear folklore about the curse of death passed down through generations. Be sure to bring plenty of water, sun protection, and check the weather forecast before heading out. Mount Rinjani, Indonesia. Standing tall on Lombok Island, Mount Rinjani rises 3,726 meters high like a primal pillar of heaven and earth. It is the second highest volcano in Indonesia. At the foot of the mountain, ancient tropical forests stretch far and wide with towering old trees and dense vegetation, where birds and animals hide in the shade. Higher up, the green gradually gives way to dark rocks and ash. The heart of Rinjani is the Sagara Anak Crater Lake. The lake resembles a giant divine eye, silent and resting within the mountain's basin. Locals believe that Sagara Anak is home to Dewi Anjani, the goddess of the mountain. She can bring bountiful harvests and prosperity, or unleash disasters if offended. Around the lake are white sandy shores and hot springs flowing from deep underground, creating a strange harmony between fierceness and peace. When clouds cover the mountain peak, the entire space seems to sink into an enchanting mist. Wind blows along the rocky slopes, carrying the faint smell of sulfur, moist earth, and cool air. Mount Rinjani is a spiritual symbol in the beliefs of the Sasak people. They believe the summit is home to ancient spirits, invisible guardians who always watch over them. Every ascent of Rinjani for the locals is a ritual connecting them with the other world, where people seek blessings or redemption for their wrongdoings. Beyond beliefs, there are also stories with no answers. Some climbers have disappeared without a trace. The locals say they were called away because the mountain chose them to become part of its sacred memory. Conquering Mount Rinjani is a journey that demands immense physical strength and willpower. Starting from villages at the mountain's base, you will cross steep trails through cloud forests, mountain grasslands, and rugged rocky terrain. At the summit of Rinjani, you can admire the panoramic view of Lombok Island and the deep blue Sagara Anak Crater Lake. Natural hot springs flowing through rock crevices are ideal for recovering after a long trek. Beyond nature, Rinjani holds deep cultural value. Visitors have the chance to learn about the rituals of the Sasak and local Balinese Hindus, and to take part in sacred mountain ceremonies held regularly. Poço Encantado Limestone Cave, Brazil. Hidden deep within Chapada Diamantina National Park in Brazil, Poço Encantado is a natural limestone chamber with a profound and almost surreal beauty. This cave was formed over millennia of mineral accumulation, with columns, stalactites and stalagmites rising from the cave floor or hanging from the vaulted ceiling. The focal point of the cave is an underground lake about 60 meters deep. The water is so crystal clear that the lake bed appears as if it lies just beneath the surface. From around 10 a.m. to early afternoon, sunlight pierces through a ceiling crevice, shining straight down into the blue water. That column of light resembles a golden drill, reaching the bottom of the lake and transforming the tranquil space into a magical light show, where underwater rocks glow, as if illuminated from within. For many, it represents a gateway of energy, where the boundary between the human world and another reality becomes fragile. Many visitors have said that when they gaze deep into the well's bottom, they feel a vague pull, as if the place is whispering an ancient language. Locals believe this is a land of strong spiritual energy, guarded by ancient creatures. These could be glowing fish never recorded before, or forms that resemble humans, but live underwater. In local culture, they are the natural guardian spirits of this land. Stepping into Pocho Encantado is stepping into a surreal space where light and water blend in stillness. Inside the cave, it is silent, with only the sound of dripping water echoing in the darkness. You will feel your soul connect with the primal beauty of nature, a deeply introspective experience. Not just a famous tourist spot, Pocho Encantado Cave is also a symbol of nature conservation. Here, besides enjoying the natural scenery, visitors also learn valuable knowledge about environmental protection and ecosystem conservation. Mount Roraima, Venezuela. Located at the tri-border point between Venezuela, Guyana, and Brazil, Mount Roraima is one of the oldest and most mysterious geological formations on the planet. With an elevation of over 2,800 meters above sea level and sheer cliffs rise in more than 400 meters, the mountain appears like a massive block of stone detached from the earth. Roraima is a tepui, a tabletop mountain typical of the Gran Sabana region, with a flat expansive summit resembling a pristine sandstone plateau. Erosion over millions of years has shaped the unique landscape of Mount Roraima. The summit surface is scattered with stone pillars, rock hollows, small ponds, and deep dark crevices, all bearing irregular shapes. The dark gray rock, damp and sometimes covered with ancient moss, reflects the area's cold and humid climate. The vegetation atop Roraima is a separate world, home to carnivorous plants, native orchids, and rare life forms. They are well adapted to the harsh climate, high humidity, and low light. For the indigenous Paman people, Roraima is the dwelling place of the great goddess Queen Pemon, who brought water to the earth and nurtured life. They believe that every river originates from this sacred summit and that each drop of water falling from the mountain's edge is the breath of the goddess, quietly preserving the source. Because of this isolation, Roraima is seen as a gateway to the sky, where the boundary between the earthly realm and the spirit world becomes fragile. Travelers can depart from the town of Santa Elena de Hueren, Venezuela, and join trekking tours lasting 6 to 8 days to conquer Mount Roraima's summit. The climb is truly a physical challenge. Along the way, you will cross grasslands, tropical rainforests, and steep, rocky slopes. Upon reaching the summit, visitors step into an isolated ecosystem, home to endemic plants and uniquely shaped rock formations. Some areas on the summit contain small lakes, deep crevices, and geological traces hundreds of millions of years old. Additionally, visitors have the chance to approach and learn about the traditional culture of the indigenous Piman people. Roraima is not merely a destination. It is a place to explore the boundary between pristine nature and the Earth's ancient geological history. Mount Zhao, Japan. Lying along the border of Yamagata and Miyagi prefectures, Mount Zhao stretches like a barrier between two worlds, where ice and fire coexist in silence. This is an active volcanic range, holding within it many layers of landscapes that change with each moment of the year. Winter at Zhao is its most magical season. Pine trees are sculpted by icy winds and frost into giant, motionless figures known as juhyo. Under the night lights, they cast long shadows across the snow, creating the feeling of wandering through an ancient frozen graveyard. According to local folklore, juhyo are ancient spirits, incarnations of mountain gods protecting Zhao's peak from invading forces. Some legends even call them the Winter Guardians. At the summit, Lake Okama appears like a massive turquoise gem nestled within the crater, its water shifting shades from green to deep blue, depending on the sunlight. In local spiritual culture, the lake's color is said to reflect the moods of the gods. Many believe the lake hides answers about the cycle of life and rebirth. Mount Zhao is a captivating destination for those who love nature, culture, and moments of relaxation amid Japan's vast landscapes. In winter, visitors can take a cable car to the summit to witness the snow monsters Juhyo. The ski trails here wind through forests and slopes, suitable for both beginners and seasoned skiers. After a day of exploration, nothing is more wonderful than soaking in Zhao's famous hot springs, onsen, where steam rises from the earth and mingles with the fresh mountain air. Waitomo Caves, New Zealand. Hidden beneath the ground of New Zealand's North Island, the Waitomo Caves are among the world's most extraordinary natural wonders, a place where darkness and light blend in a deep, subterranean realm. The structure of the caves was formed over millions of years as slow-moving water eroded the limestone, creating an underground labyrinth of chambers, passages, and magical stalactites. The ceilings and walls of the caves are adorned with natural stalactites and stalagmites in various shapes, like silent sculptures carved by time. The most remarkable feature here is the glowworm grotto, where millions of glowworms unique to New Zealand emit a gentle emerald light. As your boat drifts deeper into the caves, daylight gradually fades away, giving way to a scene that resembles a miniature night sky. The sound of water droplets falling from the ceiling into underground pools creates a soft, steady soundtrack. According to Maori legend, the glowworm's light represents the spirits of ancestors guiding the living, reminding them of the eternal connection between past and present. The Maori believe that invisible guardians silently protect the sacredness of these caves, ready to punish those who show disrespect to nature. The highlight experience in the Waitomo Cave system is the boat ride through the glowworm grotto. You can look up at thousands of glowing creatures suspended from the cave ceiling like stars in another reality. Waitomo Caves also offer walking and adventure tours that lead into deep rock chambers where stalactites and stalagmites quietly grow over millennia. For thrill seekers, blackwater rafting is a challenging choice. You will swim or slide along the underground river, passing through small waterfalls, narrow passages, and pitch-black terrain. An experience that demands true courage and a spirit of adventure. Rocky Boulders, New Zealand. Stretching along Kuakohi Beach on the Otago coast, on the eastern shore of New Zealand's South Island, the Rocky Boulders are one of the region's most remarkable natural landmarks. Scattered across the wide sandy beach, dozens of spherical boulders, ranging from a few centimeters to over 2 meters in diameter, lie silently, as if arranged by an invisible hand. Their perfect shapes, combined with concentric stone patterns revealed through cracks of time, make each boulder a vivid testament to living geology. The Rocky boulders were formed through millions of years of mineral concretion. But for the local Maori people, they are more than just geological formations. According to legend, these boulders are the remains of Areturu, a great canoe that carried their ancestors from their homeland Hawaii. When the canoe was wrecked in a storm, its calabash gourds, fishing nets, and sacred items turned to stone, lying still as a reminder of a great journey interrupted. Today, science has explained their origin. They are the result of millions of years of minerals accumulating around an organic core, slowly fossilizing and emerging over time. But whether rock or relic, their presence still evokes the feeling of standing before a doorway, where the memories of land and people coexist, silent and eternal. To reach the Meraki boulders, visitors can drive from Dunedin or Oamaru to Koekohe Beach. Visitors can walk along the beach at dawn or dusk, watching the gentle light reflecting off the smooth surfaces of these giant stone spheres. Besides, travelers can stop by coastal villages, enjoy local seafood, and listen to the Maori tell the stories of their origin. Mount Banahaw, Philippines. Hidden deep within the forests of Quezon and Laguna, Banahaw is not just a dormant volcano, but a sacred land where nature and spirituality merge. The tropical forests covering the mountain slopes are like an ancient cloak, dense and solemn. Ancient trees reach high, their roots rising like veins burrowing deep into the earth. Vines and orchids wrap around the trunks like marks of time. Amid the steep and rugged terrain are crystal-clear streams flowing through rocky crevices, blending with the gentle gurgling sounds. Waterfalls cascade from heights of dozens of meters, spraying white foam into tranquil pools where the water's surface reflects shimmering light. Along the mountain slopes and rocky ravines, these streams and waterfalls are called holy water by pilgrims. They believe the waters here hold healing powers, not just for the body, but for the spirit. Hidden deep in Banahaw's dense forests and caves are secluded communities living by ancient teachings. They use their own language and believe they can communicate with the spirit world. It is believed that Banahaw is home to ancient deities, beings capable of watching over and intervening in the human world. Mount Banahaw attracts pilgrims, meditation practitioners, and travelers seeking a deeper connection with nature and faith. The climb is not merely a physical journey, but a contemplative path into the world and one's own existence. You will pass through caves, sacred streams, and boulders inscribed with ancient prayers. As you venture deeper into the forest, you will encounter a rich rainforest ecosystem. Occasionally, sunlight filters through the canopy, forming faint beams, like gentle brushstrokes on a solemn painting.
For next unreal journey, subscribe to Sentiment Express.